Hey, what's up? Alex here. And so today I thought I'd take you through kind of the few essential things that I have when working from home. So things are starting to open up a bit more in Ireland. Barbers, hairdressers are opening up next week, gyms next month. But I feel like we'll be working from home for quite a while longer. And even when we do go back to working in an office and stuff like that, I feel like it'll be more hybrid, so maybe 2 or 3 days working from home. So that's why I'm doing this video, because I still think it's pretty relevant. Alright, so first things first is a good chair. I think this is a really important investment. So when you work in an office, they have obviously a massive budget and they buy really high quality chairs that have all the different types of adjustments. When you're working from home, I feel like it's a bad idea to only get a cheap one for like under €100, because you do sit there for extended periods of time, potentially 8 hours a day, and I just think it's something that you should invest in, getting a good chair. You don't have to spend too much. I think I spent €150 on the IKEA Marcus chair. It has good lumbar support, you can adjust the height, it has armrests, I've actually taken them off. But the main thing you want is the lumbar support, so you want your posture to be supported. So yeah, I feel like that's a good investment. Alright, so the next essential thing that I have when I'm working from home is to do with my screens. So whether you're working with a laptop or a monitor, it's important to get the screen at the right height for your neck. So you don't want to be looking down over it and hunched over. You want it to be in your eye line so that your neck is in a neutral position. And to do this, you can get a laptop riser like I have, a laptop stand. It just raises the laptop so that it's not sitting on the desk. And then if you're using a monitor, you have a couple of options. So all monitors come with a stand, but I think it's important to actually raise that even higher, because they're often low and you're looking down. So you can get these kind of monitor stands or shelves, and they're really cheap. I got this one cheap on Amazon that I used for a while, and they're kind of nice because they create a bit of storage. You can put your notepad or pens or whatever in underneath, and it brings the monitor up to the correct height. And then if you want to go a level further, get a monitor arm. So these are usually Visa mount. Most monitors have these Visa connections at the back, and they come in all different shapes, sizes, price ranges. I got this one really cheap on Amazon, and it kind of articulates in every different direction, and yeah, it just allows you to raise that monitor the correct height and make it more comfortable to work for. Alright, so next thing I want to talk about is a keyboard. I feel like a Bluetooth keyboard of any kind really is important to use when you're working from home. You don't want to be using the laptop keyboard because it's just a bit awkward, and yeah, I like to have my screens a bit away from me and a keyboard in front of me, so I'm not so close to the screen. And the one I always recommend is the Keychron K2. I won't go into too much detail because I recently did a video on that, which you can check out here. And yeah, so a good wireless keyboard keeps the desk nice and clean, and yeah, obviously you need it to work your laptop. Next on the essential list is a good wireless mouse. So there's lots of different options. I actually have the MX Master 3. I've mentioned this in a couple of previous videos. I think it's the best mouse on the market for overall productivity, work in general. It has lots of customizable buttons. It has 2 scroll wheels, horizontal and vertical, which is great for pretty much anything. Yeah, the MX Master 3 is great. If you didn't want to spend quite as much money on a mouse, I would recommend the MX Anywhere mouse. So it's a slightly smaller Logitech mouse again, but a bit cheaper. So yeah, those are 2 great options I would recommend. Alright, so the next thing that I would recommend as an essential is noise cancelling headphones. So if you're working from home and you don't live alone, you probably have other people in the house that are making noise, kids, siblings, roommates, and sometimes when you want to get some proper work done, there's too much noise going on. So having these noise cancelling headphones to be able to shut out the rest of the world and focus in on what you're doing is really important. I have the Bose QC35 II Mark II. I have them like 3 years now. Really comfortable, battery life is great, and they block out all the noise. Okay, so one other thing that I think is an essential to have at your desk when you're working from home, or anywhere really, is a good kind of notepad diary type thing. I got this one from Mal Paper. It doesn't really matter where you get it, but I just like this one. So yeah, it's broken down into long-term, medium and day-to-day kind of goals and stuff like that, and it's just a really nice kind of leathery notepad that's nice to work on. But yeah, having a notepad there or a diary to just jot down things as when they come into your head is really good. So for example, I might think of a video idea and I'll write it down quickly in the notepad, and then when I'm deciding what video to make, I look at the notepad and then I can start to build out the video from there. But yeah, just having something there to actually physically write down stuff is really good. Alright, so the next couple of things I want to talk about are kind of little extras. I wouldn't class them as essential for everyone, but I like to have them there, and yeah, so I just thought I'd throw them into the end of this video. Next thing, I have mentioned this also in a couple of videos, and that is a wireless charger. Super handy to have a wireless charger just there to throw your phone on if it needs a charge. And I got this one from Native Union, looks really nice, wireless charging up to 15 watts, and yeah, not much to say about it, but I think it's a good thing to have on your desk just to throw, so you're not fiddling around with cables. And lastly, obviously goes kind of against the headphones that I just talked about previously, but a good speaker. I'm lucky enough that I can kind of play music, obviously not too loud, but I can play music loud enough, and I like to have it kind of on in the background and it doesn't really affect anyone else, so having a good speaker is really nice. So I use the Harman Kardon Onyx Mini, I think it's called. Really nice speaker, I think it looks really nice, it's black, fits in on my desk, and really loud, so it's overall a great speaker. So there you go, that's some of my work from home essentials that I like to use pretty much every day. Some things to help you get more work done, be more comfortable doing it, and yeah, hope you found this video useful. If you took anything from it, that's great. Thanks a mil for watching. I also want to say thanks a mil for everyone who's subscribed. I recently reached 100 subscribers, which is pretty cool, and yeah, thanks a mil for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.